Okay, so for today, I'm going to start with the pier with foundation and the cross beam. So to do that one, first I'm going to create go to the concrete and then go to the footing. So since this one, you know this already because of the basic. So under this footing, I can just simply type here foundation, and then I'll type here 3 meters by 3 meters. Okay, so I can change the color, and here -1 meter, and I can put this one as cast in place and then pick anywhere in your model. So you have now the 3 meters by 3 meters. And then for the column, I'll just pick the position on the top of the foundation, and then here I'm going to change the name of this. Instead of a column, I can name this one as pier. Okay, and then type here D 1,200. So meaning that the diameter will be 1,200, and then I can change also the the color if you like. Then I'll put here 5 meters for the meantime. Okay, I'll put it 5 meters for the meantime, and then modify. So this is the reason why I put 5 meters for the meantime, so that I have the reference on the total height of the top of the beam. Okay, so that's why I put the 5 meters temporarily. Okay, why? Okay, look, if I'm going to put the beam here on the top of the pier, so look, you can use the construction line, you can use the elevation view, you can use the create what do you call that, part views. So there's many way to do that one. But if you also know the usage of the control key, so look, in my beam, I'm going to put here crosshead. Okay, and then I'm going to type here the profile, which is 1,500 by 1,2. So 1,500 is the depth, 1,2 is the width. So the reason why I put 1,2 is that's the same diameter of the pier. But of course, it's your choice. If you want to have 100 millimeter from the pier, then it's okay. So anyway, we can change that one later. So for the meantime, I choose the 1.5 by 1.2, and then maybe I change the color, and then here, change here, and then look. So from here, I need a 4 meter, right? 4 meter length of the beam. So 4 meter, half of 4 meter is 2 meters. So meaning from the center, it's 2 meters. So from here, I'm going to click on this by pressing the control key. Press the control key and then move to the left. And then you look for the perpendicular, okay? This 90 degrees. So if you notice, it becomes red. If you refer to your UCS, the red color is on the X direction, which is I'm correct, right? So I'm going to pick 2 meters, okay? 2 meters. So here, I'll choose the 2 meters here, 1, and then go back to the other side and then look for the 4 meters. So there you go. So now, if I click this one, I have now the beam. Did you get it? Okay. Now, this time, I'm going to move now the handle, or this handle here. If I select the column, I'm going to change the height of the column. 5,000 minus 1,500 is 3,500. And there you go. So you have now the handle at the bottom of the beam. Okay? Again, maybe your modeling is different from mine, but I mean, in Tekla structure, the good thing is you can model that one differently. As long as the output is the same, then it's okay. But if you think that, oh, my modeling is much faster, then you can try that one. Okay? Do you have any question on this? So far, no? Okay. So you know already how to use the control key. Okay, good. All right. So now, enable for me to have the shape, okay, the shape at the bottom, I can just simply create 3D view of part. So this time, I will do that one in 2D, right? And then, I'll select the edit, and then polygon cut. So select the beam, Control 2, and then here, 1, okay, 1, and then That one is 1, 2. So I look for the 1, 2, 1,200. I can just simply type that one. And then from this one, I need 400. So select this one, press the control, and then, okay, my snap is, I need to snap properly, and then go for the 4 meter, and then middle button of your mouse. Then there you go. So this must be, the handle must be on the center of the beam. Okay? So if you notice, if you double click the anti-material, the depth is middle here, and then 0, it's at the center of the beam. And then all you have to do is close this one, and then select, and then copy, mirror, and that's it. Copy. And there you go. So again, this one is just a review. Yeah. Then after this, we're going to add now the intelligence, a little bit of intelligence, and we can convert this one as a component. So component, maybe in other terms, if you're familiar with Revit, it's family. Okay. So in our in Tekla structure, we call it as a component. Okay. So but we make it as intelligent custom component. We call it as a custom component, but intelligent or parametric. Okay? So I guess everybody has the same model, right? So we can continue. Yeah.
In the process of you making this custom component, right, instead of making those cuts, what I did was I selected a beam that is trapezoidal, and I would it matter if in my
Okay. In the modeling way, it's okay. But the thing is, if you are going to follow me when we create the binding, then it will be bind differently. But it's still okay. Yeah. It's still okay.
So it would affect my parametric model in the end.
It not affect the outcome, but it will affect the way you make it parametric. Okay. But anyway, I can maybe later. It's okay. You just continue on that one. I will just simply guide you later once I do the binding. Okay. Okay. So let us continue. So the first thing that we need to do is make it sure that your cuts are shown in the model. Meaning everything must be shown in the model. Okay. So I think if you use the line cut here, then you might have an issue later in binding. Okay, so that's why here I choose to use the what I call that, the polygon cut, so that I can hold this handle. In your case, you use the slab, right? Is it slab?
No, I choose a beam of a trapezoidal cross-section, and then I just extrude it that way.
If that one is the case, then you don't have to bind that one because it's already the shape of the beam. So anyway, I will go through that one later. Okay. Anyway, so let's do this one first. Now, this part is new because I'm going to show you how to make it parametric. Okay, we'll do it one by one. So first, I want you to select everything. Okay, can you kindly select everything? So once you select everything, even the cuts, okay, it must be selected because if you don't select the cuts, then it will not be part of the custom component. So everything must be selected. If you miss something, then that one will not be part of the custom component. So select everything, and then on your right-hand side, you can see these three bars, Access Advanced Picture. On your right-hand side, go to the Application and Component, the last part. Yeah. Okay. First of all, you open you turn on this one. Yeah, turn on, and also this one. Yeah. Okay. Now and then Control 2. Control 2. Control 2. No, you press Control 2 so that it will be transparent. It's much easier for you to create this one. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So select first the object. If you are in Control 2, okay. Remember, if you are in Control 2, you cannot select the member on the surface. because it will be transparent, okay? So if you're in control 2 or transparent view, you must select the edge of the member, okay? So always remember that one. And then now pick 1, and then you type here 1, 2, okay? And then pick control, and then click control, and then middle button of your mouse. Okay. All right. So everybody get this one? Define custom. You can see here, define custom component. Define custom component. First, you need to select everything and define custom component. Okay. So once you select everything, so I want you to go to this right-hand side, application and component, and then access the advanced picture, and then select this define custom component. Define custom component. Make it sure that everything is selected, okay? And then select define custom component. Now, actually, custom component is a very advanced lesson, okay? But I'm not going to go through that into details, okay? Because I want you just to see the basic one, okay? So here we have 4 types of custom component, whether it is a connection, a detail, seam, or part. We're going to concentrate first at this point of time on the custom component part. Because part meaning if I pick 2 points, then it will create the part. Okay? Everything will be created. Component connection means you have the main bar, you have the main part, you have the secondary part, and then you connect if you have 2 elements. So at the moment, we are going to concentrate on the part, and then we can type here YWL Pier, let's say Pier CH Crosshead, okay? And then hit next, okay? Click next. Since the reason why I ask you to select before you open this custom component wizard is so that on the next part of this wizard, no need for you to select again because you already pre-selected. Okay? But if you don't select that one, it's still okay because the wizard will ask you select the object that will form custom component. Since I already pre-selected that one, then all I have to do is to click next, right? Because if you don't select anything, the next will not be visible. Okay, it will be gray, right? So here, I click next. Now look, part position. In the model, select 1 or 2 position. Okay, select 1 or 2 position. So, meaning, this part position in the model, it will ask you how do you want to add or how do you want to model this part. So you need to pick 1 or 2 position. If I pick 1, if I click this one, then everything will be there, will be modeled. If I pick 2, then for me, I will choose 2 position. Why? So that I can decide where it will be rotated. You get what I mean? Because if I pick 1 point, then it's always on the X direction. If I pick 2 points, then wherever the second point, that will be the pacing of my crosshead. You get the point? Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 points. So look, how you are going to pick that one. So look, first, pick the bottom center of the column, bottom center of the pier. Okay, 1. And then here, click this one, 2. And then finish. And that's done. You have already, look, if I select that one, it's 1 component already. Okay? So can you try and then let me know if that one works? If not, then we can guide you on that. Okay. So look, if I delete this one, I have this YWL, and then look, if I pick 1 and then 2, so the position is that one, that way, 1, 2, that way, 1, 2, that way. So as you can see here, this is the reason why we have to pick 2 points. But again, kindly turn up your direct modification first. Huh? Because with direct modification, as you can see here, you can see a lot of lines here, see? Or, I mean, it's still okay because there is something like a preview, okay? Should be okay, but if you don't want to see that one, just turn off the direct modification. All right? I'm not just used to it, but it's your choice, by the way. Okay, so now, any questions so far? Are we clear? Okay, so this time, we're going to add the parameters. So we make it intelligent, but, okay, but little intelligence only, huh? Not a very super powerful mega custom component, okay? So we'll make it simple. Okay. Right. Okay. If you are in the custom component, if you want to edit the custom component, it's very important that you always choose the select component. I think this one explained to you earlier. Select component. Okay. So here, when you select the part, you can just simply right click and then edit custom component. Okay, from your question earlier, if you want to add some more details here and then you forget this one during the creation of the custom component, this is the time that you can do that one. Edit custom component, because it will open again a new editor. Okay, because in Tekla structure we have a lot of editor. The model editor, which is normally the one that we use. We have the drawing editor, we have the custom component editor, we have the profile editor, we have the template editor. So there's a lot of editors there. Okay, but it works on a different way. Okay, so edit custom component, it will open 4 views. Okay, so by default it will open it will show you the 4 views here. So, but the important here is okay, look, I have 4 views, okay? Usually, I will set up my views like this. So, I will put my custom component browser here. The custom component editor, I need to put it at the top. And then this custom component perspective, I'm going to stretch it and then select this under the custom component editor. I'm going to open the display variable. Display variable. All right? So what is this display variable? Display variable is where your equation will be placed. Okay? Okay, don't worry about this. We're not doing a programming. It's a very basic thing. Okay? So it's something like it's easy to understand. Okay? So again, here, the custom component browser is, these are the list of the element in the model. The variable is where you put your equation and your binding. Okay? So, can you do this way in your computer so that you can easily? So, put the object browser here, put the variable at the bottom, and put the perspective on the top. Do that one so that it will be much more easy. We need to do the binding. So again, I will just simply use the planes that we're going to use here. I'm not going to explain further, okay? So usually we have this boundary plane and the center plane, okay? So meaning, each and every element here, there is a handle, these 2 handle, the start and the end handle. So that one is very important, to identify or to position the handle, because that is how this is how you control the shape or the length of your element. Okay, the first thing to do is this. Here, I'm going to select everything, on the top. I select everything on the top, right? And then I'm going to bind, okay, I'm going to bind the handle. So select the component plane. Select the component plane. Okay, kindly follow me. Here, select the component plane. Okay, and then select everything here on the top, only the top, the top. So you can see it will highlight all the handles, right? Okay, now, if you want to select all the handles, I want you to press the alternate key, Alt key, and then select again the top. Kindly, can you turn off the direct modification first at the bottom? Yeah, turn it off. Yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, again. Make it sure that this one is component plane. Select the top part. Select the top part. And then press the Alt key and then select again the top part. So, the reason why I did that one, the second selection is I'm selecting only the handle. The first selection, it selects everything. The second selection with the Alt key, it selects only the handle. So why I select only the handle? So that I can right-click and then bind to plane here. Right-click, okay? Once you select the handle, right-click and then click bind to plane. Okay, bind to plane. And then, once you click the bind to plane, then position your cursor on the center of the column. Here. See this one? Or maybe, wait, this one. You can see that? Inside, there's a small box. Okay? Yeah. Because if you bind that one across, then there will be some dimension. So in this case, I want you to bind to the center of this so that everything, when you click that one, look what will happen to the variable. Okay? Click. Everything will be 0. If there is a dimension there, if there's some value there, then you pick it wrong. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, yeah. So, meaning you select the different one. Yeah, right click. And then bind to plane. Click. And then click. For you, it's okay to select that one. No. No. Make it, show the pink one. Yeah, click. Oh, no, it's not. Can I? Bind to plane. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here. Yeah, this one. See, all 0. Make it sure that the, okay, you can delete, you cannot. No, but again, can we, okay. Actually, here, something like this. Yeah. So because here, if you notice, if I press the Alt key, the binding, not here, must be like this. Okay? Click. Yeah. So you still have more, I don't know why you have more handle. Maybe you have a lot of handle on the cuts.
I think probably my column height. This one I defined wrongly, but I haven't adjusted it.
No, because I think here, you have more cuts earlier when I check. Anyway, it's okay. You just do that one first. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so the meaning of this one, the center of the beam is always on the center of the column or the component. All right? So it fixed there because the value is 0. The value is 0. Now, The next one is this. Yes. Okay, again, I'm going to repeat. So here, I will choose component plane, select the top part, okay? And then once you select the top part, it will open all the handle. Press the Alt key and then select again. So this time, it will select only the handles. Right-click and then bind to plane. And then here, you can bind that one along the direction of the beam, okay? Not across. So here, you have all 0. Now, this time, I want you to, first, I want you to bind the column on the bottom of the beam and on the top of the foundation. Okay, how to do that? So here, under the custom component editor, I want you to choose boundary plane and then select the column. Okay, look. While selecting the column, you see the two handles, right? So the bottom handle, select the bottom handle by simply selecting the bottom handle, click, and then right-click, and then bind to plane, and then select the top of the foundation. As simple as that. So once you select the top of the foundation, look what will happen. There will be D9. D9, 0. So meaning, 0 meaning the handle of the column is always 0 on the surface of the foundation. Unless you put the value there, okay? If you want to insert 100 millimeter down, then you can add here 100 millimeter. Now, going back to the top part, okay, look, you rotate that one a little bit, select the top handle of the column, right-click on it, bind to plane, and then click the bottom of the beam. So look, once you click on that one, you have a D10. So meaning, whatever the height of the beam, the column is always at the bottom of the beam, of the crosshead, or the pier is always at the bottom of the crosshead, okay? So that's the meaning of that. And now, okay, at this point of time, everything is only binding. The next thing is we're going to do the parameters. Parameters meaning how we're going to control. The first thing that we're going to control is the height of the beam. So look, if I select the beam, okay, select the beam or the crosshead, Alt key, select the two handle, the two handle. I select the two handle, and then I'm going to bind that one to the top of the foundation. Why? Because from the top of the foundation, that's where I define my height. Okay? So, right-click, and then bind to plane, and then look, select the top of the foundation. So look what will happen. There will be D11 and D12. Okay, once you see that there's a value here, D11 and D12, and then you want to control this, immediately add parameter. Don't do a lot of bindings and then you add the parameters later. It will be a mess. So, in this case, once you have this value, immediately add parameter, and then copy the value 5 meters here, and then you need to equate now the P1 to D11 and D12. So meaning, you need to control the P1 in D11, okay, equals to P1, and then here, copy, this one is also P1. So now, you can type here, pier height. Okay? So that one will be shown in your dialog box. And then this one, this D11 and D12, you can see the show. You can hide this one. Select the show and then hide. Select the show and hide. Okay? Can you do this one? Copy that. Again, what I did here is, look, I bind the two handle of the crosshead, bind to the top of the foundation, and then I get the D11 and D12. Immediately, I added P1 and copy the value of D11 and D12, and then equate the P1 to D11 and D12. And then hide the visibility in dialog box for D11 and D12, and then the P1 must be shown, and then you can rename that one as pier height. Okay? Kindly do that one. kindly look on my screen. If I change this one to 4 meters, okay, look what will happen. Because the cutting, we haven't bind the cutting to the crosshead yet. Okay, so it will not follow. Okay, actually we need to do that one first, but anyway, it's okay because that's the next thing that we are going to do. So we type, but look, the column adjusts, right? So here, if I type here 5 meters, yeah, it will go back. So all we need to do now is to bind this handle to the crosshead. So here, we'll continue with the binding of the cuts. Okay, so kindly pay attention here. Select the cuts, right? So the first thing that I'm going to bind is at the bottom. So this 4 handle, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I selected the 2 cuts. Okay? So I'm going to bind that one at the bottom of the beam. Okay, so look what will happen. So Alt key, select that one, and then boundary plane, right click, bind. So here, I'm going to bind that one here at the bottom. So look at my variable. So there will be additional D13, D14, D15, and D16. So leave it 0. Okay, leave it 0. That's fine. Then next is these two. Okay, maybe for your exercise. Okay, look, kindly bind these two to this surface. Select these two and then bind it here. Bind these two and then bind it here. So you have 2 binding. Okay, one to the right and then one to the left. These two bind here, the value will be 0. These two bind here, the value will be 0. So meaning that will always be on the side. Okay, so whatever the movement of your crosshead, the handle will still be there. Okay, so kindly do that one. So Alt key here and then bind. Click here, then that one is 0, D17, D18. Select this one again, Alt key, bind here, D19 and D20. So do that one, and then after that, we're going to control the size of the cut. All right, so here, in this case, you can follow if you like, if in case that you haven't done. So under this part, I already bind that one to the surface. All I have to do is to bind now these two. Need to bind these two so that I can control the height of my cut. So I can select together and then bind that one to the bottom. So now, as you can see, I have 400. So immediately, I'm going to add a 400 here, 400 mark here, and then bind this one equals to P2. And then copy that one. This one, P2. And then hide this one. Hide. And then here, I can type here, crosshead cut height. Okay? So you can put any name there. That one is okay, as long as you understand that one. Because later, we can also modify the picture. Then, next is, I'm going to bind this one to the length, okay? Bind this one to define the length of this cut. Select this one. And then before I add the parameter, I'm going to select the left side and then bind here. So now I have 2 values here, which is D23 and D24. I'm going to add immediately the 1, 2 here. And then here equals to P3, copy. And then this one is P3, and then this one is CH cut length, and then here hide, and then hide. So now, what will be the outcome of this binding? So look, I'm going to close this one. I'm going to close. So remember this one, show, show, show. Okay. So if I close this one, this is what will happen in my model. So if I double click on this, double click, look what will happen. I have now 3 parameters that I can change the height. So let's say, for example, I want to change this one to 3 meters. But the thing is, because of the component height is on the middle, so if I modify this one, it will go down or it will go up. So meaning, I need to change the position middle, then I need to type here -1 meter, or sorry, this one is front modify, so something like this, see? So now, I need to change that position, okay? Because if not, then it will be middle. By default, it's middle. So here, I can simply change this one 6 meters, modify, there you go. And then let's say, for example, I want to have here 500 and then, or 500 and then 500, modify, so I have a chamfer of a 45 degrees chamfer, all right? If I want to have a cut length of 1,500, modify, and there you go. So that one is inside the pier, okay? And this one is 1,2. Modify, and there you go. So here, you can see that I can add, okay, I can apply this one. Let's say, for example, the next pier is 5 meter. Apply. So pick this one. So that one is 5 meter. So the second pier is 4 meters. Apply. So pick this one. So here. So there you go. So as you can see here, you have now a different height of the pier with crosshead. So this is the idea of that. Okay? Any question on this? If you want to remove the chamfer, right? If you want to remove the chamfer, then there's a way to do that, not putting the value 0. Yeah? Yeah, okay. So, anyway, let's continue on that one. For a quick, to answer you quickly on that chamfer, if you don't want the chamfer, okay? So, whether you want a cut or not, so this is the way. All you have to do is to, okay, listen to this. All you have to do is to add parameter, and then this parameter, you can just simply type here with cut or with chamfer, then question mark. Because the answer of this with chamfer is yes or no, right? So with chamfer, if I type here 1, and then here I type here yes and no, right? Yes and no. So all I have to do is to copy this P4, and then on your component browser, refresh that one. So here, if I select the cut, it will highlight the part cut, and under the part cut, under the general properties, creation, add parameter, this one, add equation, P4. And then here, same thing, because it's the same, right? If you want to have a separate yes and no, then you have to put P5. But at this time, I can put that one at the same P4. Okay? And that's it. So if I close this one now, say yes. So, no, I will repeat that one. Okay. Okay, look. If I click here, say no, and then modify.
So we ignore the void cutting.
Yeah, if you don't want.
So the value 1 meaning yes.
Yeah. 1 yes, 0 no. So here, if the other doesn't have, get, and then no, modify.
Does that mean for all of your inputs you can forward?
Yes. Yes. So you miss all you did not say yes, It's okay, no worry. As long as you understand, then I can share this one to you later. Okay? I will just continue. And then anyway, we already almost done with this one, because what I want you to know is to give you the idea how this one works, okay? But basically, this is not the full day, training for this custom component, okay? Because we're going to use this one in our model later. Okay, so now, let us continue on this. And then, after this, I'm going to share to you what I have done so that you can see how to import this one in your model. Okay? Is that okay? So let us continue on this. For this thing, okay, I'm going to edit custom component. So this time, I'm going to I'm going to control the length of the beam. All right? How to control the length of the beam? It's very simple. Here, I'm going to select this two. Okay? Select the two handle. Still recorded? Okay. Select the two handle. And then right-click. So this time, I'm going to bind to center plane. Center plane. Or even component plane, I think it's okay. Right-click, and then bind to plane. So, remember earlier, I bind it here, right? So now, for the length of the beam, I need to bind to this one. Okay, so look, it will be 2 meters, 2 meters, right? So now, okay, provided that this one is always at the center. Of course, if the crosshead has a different position, not on the center, it's a different story. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I want to make it at the center of the column. So I'm going to add a parameter and then change this one to 4 meters. So this one is crosshead length. Okay? Crosshead length. And then hide this one. Enable for me to get this 4,000 and then equate this one to D25 and D26. So, how can I make my D25, how can I make my D25 2,000 using the 4,000, using the P2? Divided by 2, correct. So here, what? So resume, and then here, again, I'm going to select the two handle, and then bind that one to the component here. And then I have 2 meters, add parameter. So this one is 4 meters, and then this one will be crosshead length, and the D25, like what we mentioned earlier, this one must be equals to P5 times 0.5 or P5 over 2. Okay, but multiplication, I think it's much more faster. 0.5. Yeah? So copy this one. All right? So look, if I change this one to 6 meters, the cut follows. Right? The cut follows. If I change that one to 4.5, see, it follows. Yeah? So as you can see here, it's always at the center. Okay, now, the next thing is how we are going to identify the size of our crosshead. Okay, the size of our crosshead. So look, if I'm going to, okay, first is the Pier. I'm going to add a profile here, and then I type here D12. Okay, D12. So meaning, the Pier profile. Okay, so meaning, if I go to this P6, copy the P6, so this time we don't have any binding that we're going to do, but just simply add the 1, 2 so that I can control the size of this one by simply selecting the P6, copy, and then under this component browser, I select the part, the Pier, and then equate the P6 under the profile, this one. So meaning, if I change this one to 500, it changed. Okay? So D15 or 12. Okay? Next is for the profile of this. So, in Tekla structure, if you notice here, the profile, if you notice here, this profile is something like 1,500 by 12. Okay? But I don't want to, because what happened here, if I type here a profile here, in the dialog box, it looks like this. So here, in my dialog box, what is this? In my dialog box, it looks like this. The profile here, you can go to the library. But actually, this one, since this one is a profile, if I type here 1 meter by 1 meter, modify. Yeah? But again, this one is a profile. But what I want is, instead of a profile here, I will just simply type here CH height and CH width. But this CH height and CH width, by simply typing the height and the width, it will equate to the profile. So, meaning I need to create an equation here. Okay, so look. If my, later on, if my Pn is equals to 1,500, which is, this one is the CH height, and then the Pn1 is equals to 12, which is equals to CH width. Now, the Px will be what? Will be INT. So this one will be the formula. INT Pn plus, then double quotation mark, star, and then plus INT Pn1. So the return of this one will be Px will be 1,500. This is the return, 1, 2. So this one is similar to the profile. But we're going to show only this one and this one. Integer. So that no decimal. Okay? It's a very simple equation. It's something like our mathematical equation before. So here, let's do that one here. So if I'm going to select this and then edit custom component, so here, all I have to do is, okay, all I have to do is to add 2 parameters, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I add 3 parameters. The first parameter is, what is this? CH height. Sorry. Or CH height. And then this one is CH width. Okay? So 1.5 by 1.2. Okay? So look, that one is both, the value type is length. So on the P9, I want you to change this one to profile. Okay, profile. And then here, you can put the equation now equals to, there, the one I put here, INT, small letter INT, then P7, then plus, double quotation mark, star, plus, INT, P8. So look what will happen. So the return is 1.5 by 1.2. So this one, I need to hide this. And then P9, copy. Then I need you to select the beam here. And then it will highlight the beam here and then equate the profile to P9. And that's it. There you go. So P9. So yeah, you can follow the formula here. All right, resume. Okay, now enable for us to modify the cut according to the width of the beam. So this, I think this is the last thing that I'm going to show you, and then we move forward to the creation of the profile. Okay, so that's enough for our basic custom component. Okay, so next. So here, I'm going to, okay, remember I have this 1, 2, right? The crosshead width 1, 2. All I have to do is to equate this 1, 2 to the profile of the cut. What is the profile of the cut? Look, if you double click on this one, the profile of the cut is BL12. BL12. So what I have to do is this. My P, okay, whatever the last P will be P10. Okay, P10 will be equals to double quotation BL plus INT, what? This one, right? Or there it's, sorry, P8, right? P8. So with this equation, okay, with this equation, I'm going to add now another parameter here. Okay, P11. So this one will be, sorry, I already created P10. P10, it will be equals to, sorry, I need to change this one to profile, and then equals to double quotation mark. Inside the double quotation mark, type the capital BL plus what? INT P8, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, BL12. And then hide this one, copy the P10, and then select the two select the two cuts. Okay, one, this part cut, and then change the profile here, BL12, and then select the other cut. It will highlight on the browser, and then profile 2. Okay, done. So close it, and then say yes. So now, if I change this one even to 2 meters, get it? Okay, very good. So 1, 2, modify. Very good. Okay, by default in the system, if you use the cutting, there is a 2.5 addition. I did not put that one. If you want, you can put it plus 5 on the profile. That one is for the safe side that they want to yeah, to put a little bit of adjustment. For me, usually I don't put it, but if you want, you can. Yes, you can add. Okay, so that's our pier. So here, you can just simply apply, and then, by the way, here, if you want to, let's say, for example, this one is a 5-meter pier, so P 5 meter. So save as. And then if I type here 4 meters, then this one is P 4 meters. Save as. Then if I put this one 6 meters, then here P 6 meters. So meaning you can save the attributes here, and then when you, if you want to use it, okay, so here, double click, and then load the P4, load, apply, and then pick the position. So that one is P4. And then here, load P6, load, apply. So that one is the P6. So maybe this one is, the position is front and then -1 meter. And then we need to save that one as P6. So this one as well. Load, and then this one should be 4 meters, modify, and then save. Right? So that's how you create it. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, let's close this one.